If Adam had not allowed Eve to pour into him, sin would have never come into the world. Sin came into the world because Adam broke the order. We were not designed to receive from women. Your self-esteem is compromised when you have to ask your wife for lunch money. I'm not saying you got to be rich. I'm not saying you got to be famous. I'm saying that you have got to be the one who pours in, not the one who takes out. When Adam started eating out of his wife's hand, sin came in because the divine order was broken. This breaks all sociological orders of the culture we're living in now, because we are raising up women to be men. And you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you are climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families. I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy your own house. But until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life. So stop coming home bragging to me about how much you don't need me and wonder why I shy away. Oh, y'all ain't gonna talk back to me this morning. The conversation has become, let's prove to the men how dispensable they are. And it is born out of pain because we hurt you and betrayed you and lied to you and cheated to you. And you became like you became out of pain. Oh, Lord, I told you they wasn't gonna like this, Jesus.
Everyone, I'm Jessica Blackbird. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, you guys, so T.D. Jakes is being talked about once again, and this time it has nothing to do with his daughter, Cora, and her shady dealings with adoption. According to Media Takeout, T.D. Jakes' church now half empty after he bashed black women in sermon. T.D. Jakes' Powder House is one of the most popular mega churches in the world. There was a time when tens of thousands of people would stand online to hear Bishop T.D. Jakes preach. But that was before the mega church pastor began bashing black women in his sermons. Nowadays, the crowds aren't quite what they used to be. Media Takeout got pics from inside T.D. Jakes' church this past Sunday, and there were tons of empty seats. And all of those empty seats means that the collection plate was likely coming up light. So this image belongs to Media Takeout. In the images obtained by Media Takeout, there were entire sections of the church that were completely empty. It's clear from our images that the producers of the T.D. Jakes live stream put all the people in a single section so that in the YouTube stream of the sermon, the church appeared to be full. T.D. Jakes recently went viral for making comments that many felt were disparaging towards black women. He downed black women for their independence and success, even in the face of racism and sexism. According to T.D. Jakes, their struggle made them like men. It's possible that the T.D. Jakes' poor church attendance was a result of black women protesting his controversial sermons. And there's also a national trend towards lower church attendance, which media takeout is recognizing. According to data collected in April and May of 2020 by Barna Group, 1 in 3 participating Christians dropped out of church completely during COVID-19. Last June, the AP broke a story about many houses of worship in the U.S. that were shuttered forever due to the pandemic. What's worse, church membership in the U.S. dropped below 50% for the first time in 2020, according to Gallup data dating back to 1940. A new IFS analysis using the American Family Survey suggests that religious attendance has declined significantly in the past 2 years. So they go on to speak about the attendance. And let me get this other article ready for you guys from the Christian Post. T.D. Jakes says society breaking down because we are raising up women to be men. Megachurch pastor T.D. Jakes suggested in a recent sermon that families are being lost in contemporary culture because we are raising up women to be men while subverting their femininity. The comments made the leader of the Dallas-based megachurch, the Potter's House, came during a sobering Father's Day message billed, "Real Men Pour In." The message currently has nearly 600,000 views on YouTube. In his message, Jakes explained that there is a divine order of creation, and when men are led by women, it breaks the divine order. Real men pour in, Jakes said. If Adam had not allowed Eve to pour into him, sin would have never come into the world. Sin came into the world because Adam broke the order. So you guys, it just goes on. The video that is attached, it goes on. This article is exactly quotes from the video. So I will give you my take on this. And first, let me read this part to you guys. The megachurch leader urged women to hold men to a higher standard instead of trying to replace them. And I agree with that. As a woman who my first husband and I were together since high school, and I'm married again. Second husband, we've been together for 6 years. And my first marriage lasted over 20 years. So, I was raised that men take care of the family, but women who can go outside of the household and be successful in their jobs, you know, you go out and you do two people working in the household, and you get much farther that way. You can have a bigger savings. You can do so many things for your family like that. But in the household, children should always see that the father has the last word on things. He is the leader of the household. And even if it isn't true, even if the woman is the dominant one, make your decisions out of the view of the children. And I just remember seeing my uncles, and well, specifically one uncle, the oldest of my mother's brothers. That's how his household was ran. And it was just great to see that. And being that, you know, I was not raised with my father. He hit the road when we were young. But, and then he passed away while we were still in high school. It was awesome to see the family dynamic of the man leading the home. Now, not every home is going to have a father in, or a mother for that matter. But if you are a single mother, you will have to make these decisions for your family on your own. You're going to be the breadwinner. So in that case, Why would this woman have to be meek and mild to anyone? She has to be strong. She has to be able to hold her own and provide for her family. So my grandmother, my mother's mother, she was divorced and she still had two very young children. And I remember because I was already born. And I had a few years on me back then, you know. They were older than me, but I remember this. My grandmother got divorced and she never dated again and she never remarried, and she was only in her 40s. She had to be strong to raise her family. However, her sons knew that they had to be the men of their houses. They had to take care of their families. And only one of them married a woman who seemed like she wanted to be the dominating one. So that is just how I grew up. That is what I think is normal. That if you are a single mother, you have to wear those pants because your children have to know, no matter the situation, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to make sure that you are okay. In a household with two parents, let the father be the lead. Never, ever show your kids that a father is, or a husband is, lower on the totem pole, because I truly believe that is the order of things, that the husband, wife, God, husband, wife, children. So anyway, you guys, that is just my opinion on this. And I think he could have been a little bit better in how he says things, but I totally agree. And everyone that is smashing him and, calling him out on that sermon, look at yourself and see, are you dominating your marriage? Are you putting your foot down and your husband has no say so? Now, I don't think this only happens in Black women. I mean, it happens in every race. I've seen it with my own two eyes in Black, white, Hispanic. So what he said was true, but not just in Black families. So anyway, you guys, let me know what you think about this. And sorry about my voice. It has changed permanently, I think, after I had COVID. I have so much bass in my voice. And then I had my dialysis today and I'm super weak. So when I have my treatments, my voice is cracking a little bit. So anyway, let me know what you think about this. Do you agree with him? And do you agree with me that the father should be the head of the household? I mean, when did things change so drastically, Anyway, you guys, let's talk in the comments. See you there. Don't forget, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.